Welcome to the replay. Sorry. That's not our vulture. There's Sandy. She's another trainer here. This is Cello, our roller pigeon, who is extremely, in observable behavior. He likes to hang out with Willy, the vulture, who's in here. And this is Willy, the turkey vulture. She's a program vulture of Nature's Nursery, a local wildlife rehabilitation center. So those of you that have been following our scopes know that we put her in an outdoor enclosure over the weekend while I was gone. So here's the 10,000 square foot center that we're going to release her into. And I wanted to do a quick scope so you guys could see this. I'm not sure what she's going to do, but she hasn't, I decided to move her back in here today because last night she was really flapping her wings in the outdoor enclosure and I could tell she had had enough. So this is Cello, the roller pigeon. Ever since Willy has been out of the center, he has been on us. Yeah, a chick named Willy. Oh, well, welcome, Jared. First time. So Willy is an education turkey vulture. She is here for training. They are illegal to have in captivity without the proper permit or licensing. So before I let her out, I'll do a real quick introduction. Your center, we're an international educational center. Thank you, Kathy. We're an international educational center teaching people about behavior through applied behavior analysis, positive reinforcement, and the work with animals. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Willy because she comes from Willoughby Hills, Ohio, which is a suburb outside of Cleveland. So Cello's super excited. Well, we'll see. You okay? So I only fed her half of her breakfast in case she vomited in here, so I've got the other half ready. But on the whole move, she did not vomit, and vultures will vomit if something scares them. So I need to get this gate open. She's like right next to the crate door. But I'm going to hurry up and step aside, and I want to show you guys what she does. Hang on. Willy, can you come over here? So I'm luring her to the other side of the crate. Can you come over here? Good. Everybody's watching you. Let's show that 5+ foot wingspan. I gotta back up to get her wingspan in here. Have you ever seen turkey vultures hop? They do quite a bit. I'll wait and see if she can take off in flight. She will. I didn't bring my glove in. I left it in the outdoor enclosure, but I bet you she would fly to my glove immediately. Willy, you want to do something? Let's see what Cello's doing. So Cello and Willy roost next to each other every night. She's posing. I wish there was sunshine out. Oop. I wish there was sunshine out for her this morning. Let's see if I can. That's where she suns herself in the morning, but it's a very cloudy day here in Northwest Ohio. So she will take off in flight. I just don't know how soon, and I left her breakfast outdoors. There's her room with the view. So she's perched up. Our ceiling's open in here, and that's where she perches to watch the traffic. And our house is right outside that window, so she often watches us when we're sitting on the deck. I wish I could get a better view. So she is probably, my guess, she's probably going to roost there for a little bit. I bet she roosts there before she takes flight. So for those of you that can't watch, Dave, oh, maybe she is going to fly. Nope, it's not glass. It is netting. So it's 1/2-inch netting up there. We could have gone with 1 inch, but I wasn't sure what kind of animals we were going to be training in here throughout the course of our business here. Yeah, it's like a nylon. Time for a love heart attack. It's like a nylon mesh. So she's up there preening. So for those, no, we're not a bird sanctuary. We are an educational center where people fly in to us to learn how to. They don't have to fly in, but we do a lot of online classes, online consultations, and she looks like she's going to move. We do a lot of online training. People fly in here to take workshops. We teach people about why aren't I scared? Because I train her. Thank you, Kathy. You can find out more about what we do at the animalbehaviorcenter.com. We're an educational center. We teach everybody, well, we teach people who want to learn more about behavior through applied behavior analysis and positive reinforcement. We also teach people who want to learn more about training animals. And we teach people more about who just want to understand their own animals, or this is a turkey vulture. There are no buzzards in the United States. I wonder if I went and stood down there, if she would come down. Let's try it. So we're preparing for our October event here, October 3rd and 4th. It's a national event where people fly in. It's going to be an international event this time. Hey, Willy. There she comes. Of course, she just flies down to the ground. Let's get some up close. I'm going to be real careful with her up close because she is a vulture. They have some natural behaviors of being more aggressive when they're up close, especially when they're on the ground. Are turkey vultures aggressive? Yes. She is an imprint. Oh, she sees some leftover food here. She is an imprint. Or we think she's an imprint. And by that I mean our best bet or our best guess based on her. She just pooped on the trash can. Based on her behaviors and why she is in captivity from the wild is we think that somebody took her in as a chick and tried to raise her as a pet. And so she shows no sign of being able to hunt on her own. She was released back into the wild a couple of times, but how she came to be in a wildlife rehabilitation center out of Willoughby Hills, Ohio, they got a phone call from an elementary school saying there's a big black bird hanging out with the children on the playground. And in the wild, that is definitely, no, she doesn't bother the pigeon. They hang out together all the time. They definitely is not natural for them to be anywhere close to people unless they're extremely hungry and there's a carcass nearby. Oh yeah, I can get you a little closer, up close. I just got to be really careful because she gets I'm not feeding her, so what you think? I'll show you a shot through her nares. On birds, their nostrils are called nares. Some people call them nares. I call them nares. So you see how you can see straight through her nares? What do we feed her? We feed her things she would get naturally in the wild. Can I show you her earlobe? I can try to get close. See them? There you go. So their ears look like human ears without the earlobes. What other animals are at the center? We train a lot of dogs. We teach people about just training with their dogs. We have rats in that room right there. We train the fish that are down there in the pond, and we just show everybody how everything, if they're thinking, moving, and learning, they're being trained. We have parrots. We have pigs. We train pigs. So we're getting ready to get in another animal that's being flown in. Ooh, she just saw my reflection. That's being flown in. Yay for King. That's being flown in tonight. We were supposed to get in a tyra from a local zoo, which is a large weasel from, I can't remember if it was Central America or South America. So we don't need to, I've never worked with a tyra before, but that doesn't matter. I've never worked with rats before. My point in showing the training of I'm going to walk down here to see if I can get her to fly. My point in training animals to show people where I start, what I look for. Oh crap, here she comes. Were you guys able to see that? I knew if I took the time to turn the screen, here she goes. Yeah. Is that not just the most awesome thing? I don't know what it is about seeing birds in flight. It's just, I think it's flight, period. Because whenever I see a jet going above, I will stop everything I'm doing and watch that jet pass. I don't know a lot about birding, wild birds, but I do like to, come on, Willy. I do like to try to challenge myself. And as I see different, yeah, probably because we humans want to fly. Here she comes. Last minute decision of where to perch. I do like to challenge myself by identifying birds in the wild, which I am no expert. It's just something challenging and mental stimulation for me, where I try to identify the bird by how they flap their wings. Because you can tell, like, some will do a flap, 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 soar. I try to, like I said, I'm no expert, and I'm just talking to take up time. Right? I'm talking to take up audible space. Hey, Diane, you have to watch the replay. I just brought Willy in from Moon's old outdoor enclosure. So I just wanted to show people what she looks like when no, it's not a pet. Here in the States, these are illegal to own in captivity without the proper licensing or permit. This is Willoughby. She's a 17-year-old education turkey vulture. Sure, I'll tell you about Cello, but let me finish about Willy. She is owned by Nature's Nursery, a local wildlife rehabilitation center. She is here for training. I do have a sub-permit under Nature's Nursery to keep her and train her. The rats are doing fabulous. But somebody asked about Cello. Where is Cello? Cello's up in the rafters where one of Willy's favorite spots. Are you chasing me? Let's go, Willy. I know she's not a raptor, but she's a lot of times vultures are classified as raptors, and I always think that when raptors run, they look like old women in I don't know what do they call those, knickers, whatever they wear underneath their skirts, like they lift their knickers and take off running. I just think that's what it looks like. Yeah, don't want to stay there for too long. Now, what's your deal here, Willy? Bloomers. Yes, thank you. I got to keep an eye on her and keep an eye on dog poop in here. So there's Cello, sitting where Willy usually perches. Let me get Willy's perch over here. Those of you that have been following our training, we target her to this perch for training, for when she has programs. You want to come up here? Perch? So I'm tapping on the perch. Willy, perch? Nice job. I should probably feed her here pretty soon because she will start aggressing on me if she thinks I'm teasing her. Does Willy show affection? Good question. I was just listening to a very interesting podcast this morning on avian cognition and how animals think different and in different ways than what we do. So, you know, that's probably a scope all on its own. Yep, she's seeing the leftover remnants I have in this bag of her lunch, and she's wanting it. So, I don't know. I will probably do a quick scope tonight, but since I already did this one, maybe I'll have this one be today's scope. Because we get a pretty busy afternoon. Scope tonight too. I will if you look at her run. Picking up her bloomers and running. I will do a scope tonight if you guys want me to. I'll pick a topic. I got a ton of topics. Okay, I'll scope. I'll scope at 6:15. Let me know if you have any. You are very welcome. Let me know if you have any suggestions. If you have ideas that you want to see addressed about behavior, applied behavior analysis, animal behavior training, let us know at theanimalbehaviorcenter.com. Click on Contact Us and let me know what topic you want to see addressed, because it can get really tough sometimes coming up with a topic every night. But if I just take a second to think about it, I mean, there's so many animals around us on a daily basis, it's not hard to come up with something. It's just hard for me to pause and think. Okay, so I just wanted you to see what Willy looks like when she just gets out of a smaller enclosure. And my name is Laura Joseph. I'm the owner of the Animal Behavior Center. Thanks for attending this scope. If you want to see more, it's a she. Yep, if you want to see more. She's hopping around like she's afraid of something. If you want to see more. And we'll see you tonight at 6:15. Okay, bye everybody. Say bye, Willy.